Hello dear students, today I am going to continue Chapter 7 of OCM Standard 11 Commerce, Public Sector, Private Sector and Global Enterprises, Session number 12. We already completed in last 8 or 9 sessions Public Sector. We discussed different type of information under the public sector. Then we started and gave the information related to the changing role of the public sector. Right? And then after I gave the information of private sector with the help of the some of the basic information, meaning and also 3 different characteristics. That was the oldest form, the biggest share in the economy, and third one, it is flexible. You can change the particular things as per your requirement. That was the total 3 characteristics of private sector which was discussed. Let us start with the 4th one. The private sector, that is always trying to give priority to profit. Mostly they are trying to give the profit, and also acceptance of the social responsibility. So whenever any type of business is started, you know that one in the first chapter already the discussion was there related to the business, right, as a part of the activity, economic activity. At that time the study was there related whenever any business started, the main objective is profit, other objectives are subsidiaries, but some of the things related to the social responsibility is important. Let us start with this priority to profit and along with the SR, that is social responsibility. So main objective mostly in most of the cases and always 100% of private sector is profit. They establish at the starting the particular business to earn the profit. Every business started to earn the profit, right? But also accepted social responsibility. So it is not in the particular time period at that time or before independence and after independence, or at the time period of the 1991, that when the LPG was introduced, they wanted to earn money. That's why they entered in our country. So along with that, our countries, different type of the companies and outside of the countries company, they accepted the social responsibility. They want to give something to the society, not only the goods, services, but also some of the other services related to their society. Okay. After that one, along with all these things, right? Environmental protection. See, this is not for the profit. This is not for the goods and services. This is the particular thing which will save the environment. So, environmental protection, women empowerment, economical point, and nowadays government introduced a different type of the policies and they included this particular women empowerment things, right, in the policies of the government, right? Also more and more power nowadays is given to the women in the different fields. So women empowerment, स्त्री सशक्तिकरण उसको ऐसा बोलते हैं, right? Literacy, they wanted this private sector want to give more and more education to the public. That's why they are giving the different type of the aids, right? Assistant, we can give the or giving the different type of the help. Right? In our language, it is so it is given a word that is assistance. Right? So assistance is given in the field of the education. They are giving the different type of the financial support to start up the small and 1 to 4 related school, that is the small school, and also related to the primary. Right? So literacy rate must be increased because of this one. So it is through the private sector. So environmental protection, women empowerment, literacy also are included. So are some of the social obligations which have been accepted by the private sector. तो उन्होंने ये भी अपने जो भी टाइप के ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है उसमें उसको ऐड कर दिया. They are giving also jobs to the different type of the literate people. More and more literacy rate they want to increase. Also women को भी उन्होंने ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बेनिफिट प्रॉफिट हो ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ दिया हुआ है. So that is something related to the priority. Right? So along with the profit, SR also have been accepted. So they accepted this social responsibility. Next one, existence of private sector in all countries, all over the world. The private sector is accepted. No any country is there in the world they are not accepting the private sector. No any type of this type of the countries are there. Right? Everywhere the private sector is accepted. And I gave the information to you in the beginning of the particular public and private sector. This private sector is the oldest one. Then after we started under the characteristics, it is the oldest one. So must be existence is there. So private sector previously available one form, right? In one form or the other form in all the countries of the world. कोई एक फॉर्म में नहीं होता है. Not only the banking sector, not only the insurance sector, not only the industrial sector, not only the particular primary sector, right? कोई भी फील्ड होगा, सब सेक्टर में ये प्राइवेट सेक्टर अब है. ऐसा नहीं है कि ओनली इट इज फॉर सो एंड सो सेक्टर. पहले ऐसा था, इट इज मींस गवर्नमेंट अलाउइंग दैट प्राइवेट सेक्टर ओनली इन सम फील्ड्स, बट नाउ इट इज ओपन फॉर ऑल, ओपन in every field. So private sector prevails in every field, right? Not only in one country but in all the countries, whole world, right? So form is different. Law that is related to the government. Law governing the private sector may be different in different countries, right? So उसके पीछे जो भी rules, regulations and laws है, as per our country, right? As per our country's different type of the rules and regulations. We have to follow the Companies Act 1956, that was the old, and the new one that is 2013, and different amendments are there, right? So we have to follow that one. So like that, if private sector want to start any type of the business, they want to, or they have to follow the Companies Act. They have to follow different type of things which are given by the company, right? Act. As per the particular changes, amendments, they can change, but it is different in the other country, right? So the particular investments in capital, right, in the field of the raw material production, whatever, जो भी है उसमें कंपनी के हिसाब से वो अलग अलग होगा. और also it is depend upon the country, right? Not only the company but country. Okay, so that is the law. Then after the existence of private sector, उसका जो existence है is accepted by all countries. ऐसा नहीं कि इंडिया में जो कंट्री उसको यूएस एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा, यूएसए में उसको जापान एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा. शायद जापान और यूएसए का कोई रिलेशन ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंफॉर्मेशन दैट व्हिच यू वांट टू शेयर, द इंफॉर्मेशन दैट ऑल विल एक्सेप्ट, राइट, व्हाटएवर द एक्सिस्टेंस ऑफ द कंपनीज आर देयर. दैट इज द प्राइवेट सेक्टर. सिक्स्थ वन, इंक्लूजन ऑफ मल्टीनेशनल कॉर्पोरेशन. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. नाउडेज इट इज एट द हाईएस्ट एंड टॉप लेवल. उसको बोलते हैं एमएनसी. इट इज माय वर्ड MNC, multinational corporation, multinational companies. Let us start. What is the meaning of multinational companies? Any business activity that is mostly economical activity undertaken by a firm in more than one country, right? It is known as MNC, multinational company, multinational corporation. So any business activity undertaken by a firm, company, any production house, any manufacturing unit, right? So it is undertaken by a firm in more than one country, right? It is known as multinational companies. तो जो भी फर्म होगा, जो भी प्रोडक्शन हाउस होगा, जो भी कंपनी होगा, उसका काम, उसका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, उसका सेलिंग, बाइंग, व्हाटएवर, वो एक से ज़्यादा कंट्री में होना चाहिए. दैट इज कॉल्ड MNC. Right? So buying, selling, right, manufacturing, production, everything is not only in one country, it must be in more than one countries. That is called multinational corporation. Once again, उसका जो भी buying, selling होगा, उसका जो भी production होगा, firm का, उसकी जो भी एक्टिविटी में सब आ जाता है. So it must be in more than one country. एक से ज़्यादा कंट्री में होगा, is known as multinational. अच्छा, multinational companies जो है, right, started more dominance in 19th century, that is 1801 to 1899, but mostly after 1850 the particular industrial revolution was there in whole world, right? 1650 से चालू होकर 1750, ब्रिटेन से चालू हुआ था 1750, 1850, 1950, कई सालों तक चला. चेंजेस आ गया, चेंजेस were there at that time. Still the changes are here in our country also under the industrial revolution. But multinational companies started their dominance, their total control over the different type of the industries, or we can say that work in the whole world in the time period of 19th century, mostly after 1850. We can say from 1801 to 1890. Okay, many companies started, different type of companies started producing and selling in more than one country. Same thing is here, right? Due to which, क्या हुआ उसकी वजह से they started to give and selling the different type of things or producing the different type of things in the different countries, right? Or to which what will happen at that time, and still it will be there, right? What will happen in future also, what was there in the past, to which the standard of living of the people improve all over the world, and it's not about us. So maybe it will be there in future also, and it was in past. When it was started in 1801, right? Up to that time period, maybe possibilities was there. People are not able to get the different type of things. But after that one, in the 19th century, 1801 to the time period, people get different type of things at any time because of this because of this private sector, right? And also the standard of living increased and it was improved. Right? We can say, see, standard of living, then you will get the more and more income, then you will purchase different type of things. So standard of living is high, right? But it must be improved. So private sector की वजह से शायद वो ज़्यादा improve हुआ across the world. We are at present also able to get the different of these things from our Indian market. That is maybe manufacturing outside of the country, or maybe the technology is related to the Japan, China. Right? We can say the particular countries which are very important and they are very high, right? And very high the top level in the field of technology. Germany भी है, कई countries हैं. Last point, employment generation. Right? Private sector mostly giving more and more employment to the employment section is a part of the one particular government policy in the field of different. But this private sector are providing more and more employment to the population, right? Those who are in need, right? Those who are maybe want to do the work in the private sector, they can easily get it. Right? So employment generation ज़्यादा है. Private sector provides maximum, keep in mind this word, maximum employment opportunities to the people mostly around the world even today. So we can say the maximum number of the people are working in the private sector, right? Like our country, you know that one. As per the population, we can't imagine the government sector, we can't imagine the government company related job. हम उसको इमेजिन ही नहीं कर सकते कि इतना पॉपुलेशन है, उसके हिसाब से कब रिक्रूटमेंट होगा. रिक्रूटमेंट होते होते आदमी शायद उसका एज खत्म हो जाता है, यू नो दैट वन. सो मैक्सिमम एम्प्लॉयमेंट अभी कहाँ पर है? इवन टुडे इट इज इन द प्राइवेट सेक्टर. दैट्स व्हाई द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ द प्राइवेट सेक्टर इज गुड. एंड वी कैन से whenever you are in need of the job and you will not get in the public sector, you will move to the private sector. That is a mentality of our Indian population, our educated, literate people. Right? So due to the expansion, more and more expansion is there. So due to the expansion of the economic activities, different type of economic activities are there. As per your knowledge and as per the information with you in the economics, OCM, also in the accountancy, you know that one different type of economic activities are there, and you will earn the money through different type of things. So expansion of economic activities may be increased. So people get more employment and more employment opportunities led to rise in people's income. So simply, yes, I can stand for it. Due to the expansion of economic activities are increased nowadays, and it will increase. Right? The people get more employment opportunities through this private sector. Right? So simply, people will get more and more employment opportunities, leading to rise in people's income. So it will rise the people's income because in private sector the work appraisal, right? Whatever you will work, as per that you will get the wage system, you will get the different type of the increment or whatever, right? So that will increase people's income and also standard of living. So by default we can say because of the private sector, right, standard of living, income is there. Also first thing, that is employment generation is there, and you can take the benefit of the different type of the profit along with the social responsibility. These are some characteristics we can say. Some of the part is also known as the importance, right, of the private sector. So that's the end of our private sector, right? That was the very small and very little information was there on this private sector with the help of these characteristics. Now the another point that is coming under the public and private sector, there is a difference between these two, public and private sector. Comparison and difference between public sector and private sector. Only 5 or 6 points are there. I will start in next session, and then after the point that is important. Right, after this public and private sector, there is the global enterprise, and some of the part is important because that things are at present continuing in our country. Right, we are following and we will follow in the future also that global enterprise related different points. Right? So lecture by lecture we will discuss about that one. Right? In next we will start the public and private difference. Thank you.